Hello everyone, this is just going to be a quick video discussing the metacognitive reflection that is due. After reading the article on metacognitive reflection, my hope is that you have a better understanding of its purpose and functionality, not only in one's academic life, but also their professional and personal life. What I want you to do is start applying metacognitive reflection to your own experiences in the class. Question number 1 in part 1 asks you to please reflect on your growth as a writer by identifying the specific strategies you use to improve your writing in English 111 this semester. I've said to please mention and explain at least 3 strategies. Now, of course, the beauty of metacognitive reflection is that it's going to be really idiosyncratic, meaning individual to each student's experiences and learning approach and technique. So with this first question, it could really be any approach or strategy you took to improve your writing and your success in this class. So you could have used the TLC or met with me to get more individualized help, or both. Think about how that strategy helped you. And of course, that's just one example. If you outlined and kind of took your own approach to that, that's another example. Using my feedback to kind of better your approach on future assignments is a great example, which I hope all of us did, whether we want to reflect on that or not. It could have to do with time management. If you were hesitant about peer review and getting feedback from others, you might pause and think about how that process was perfected or strengthened from your point of view, and how that strategy helped your growth as a writer, because of course being open to constructive feedback is difficult. I think I know really well how difficult that is, but it's equally as important. So my goal is that we've kind of learned the functionality and benefit of that. If you have any questions about the strategies you plan to explore, feel free to reach out to me. The second question has to do with how you received feedback in terms of helping your writing. So when you got feedback either from me, from peers in the class, which certainly it's been a very collaborative class, or tutors, how did that help your writing develop further? How did you learn to take that feedback from peers and instructors or tutors, again, or all 3, and actually implement it to grow your approach? Please remember that both of these responses need to be written in a Microsoft Word document using proper MLA. The header, please come up with some form of creative title, and of course no works cited pages needed. I just wanted to note that really quick. The second part is fairly simplistic. It's about 8 to 10 sentences total. If you want to do this in a longer paragraph, even though I typically discourage against 8-sentence paragraphs or any more than 7 sentences, you can feel free, or you can break it into 2 paragraphs. I'm not really going to be grading as much on paragraph structure for this assignment. What I want you to reflect on for this second part is what challenges did you encounter during the writing process, and how did you overcome these challenges rather? So what difficulties did you come across, whether it had to do with self or time management, being able to meet academic standards, so academic tone and rigor, academic formatting, being able to really meet the criteria of the rubric, I know can be a challenge for students sometimes, and rightfully so, because our rubrics have a lot of different questions that there are rather elements that they are looking for. And so thinking about what challenges you encountered, and then how did you overcome those? So how did you learn from those challenges, maybe on one assignment, to then do better on another? And what will you do maybe in the future to overcome these challenges? If you have any questions about part 1 or 2, please just let me know, because I am here to help. And again, I really hope you will see the role and functionality of metacognitive reflection. It's something I try to use actively in not only my own professional life, so the way that I interact with students, but also my personal life. And I do believe it's really invaluable.